And then look, I mean, I like everybody's wins. When someone gets a win, I just love it. I don't know where I got this from. I don't care if it was my mortal enemy. If I was on the treadmill and the song was good, I'd be like, that's good. That's a win. You know, I know how hard writing songs is, that when anybody gets a win, I'm very excited. Like, I'm very excited for them. You know, and I'm excited for me, oddly enough, is like this interconnected world of writers where if someone gets a 3-pointer, it just makes me so happy. Because it just means that I might, you know, I mean, if I was being as selfish as I could about it, it just reminds you that they're out there. It reminds you that great songs are out there, you know.
And it's so inspiring too, man.
Yeah.
Great songs just inspired me. You know, because otherwise, if I'm not listening to great music, I don't know what I would do. You know, it's the music that brings me to these moments where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so inspired now. I want to do something and be something. And even if I'm not even sure what that is, it's the beauty of the discovery of the action to take action.
Yes.
It's just
the beauty of the discovery of that action, that you can take action.
Yeah.
The beauty, you know, they take place in a very expansive, vast part of the brain that I'm not sure neurologists have figured out exactly the GPS location of it. But our love of music is massive, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles. It's bigger than Earth, you know? Yeah. And do you ever think to yourself, like, wow, I'm going to die without playing all the music that I could have played? Like, I will leave more on the table no matter when I die. Yeah. And that, you know, and it's funny because I saw that you had played with McCoy Tyner.
Yeah.
And I saw him at the Jazz Foundation concert in New York like 4 years ago, and maybe just under 4 years ago. And I watched from the side of the stage, and I was so moved by it that this thought happened to me, and I said, some people should be immortal.
Yes.
Some human beings should apply for immortality and be granted immortality, because you're born, you develop a sense of yourself, you develop a voice, you are the only person who can access what you access, you are the only person who can give the world that particular thing, and it is a resource that is finite, and my brain can't understand that when McCoy Tyner passed away, there's the only person who could access that part of the universe was him, and so you can never get that anymore. You know, those are greats when you go, wow, you can't. There's no more James Brown music.
Yeah.
When James Brown died, I remember going, you're never going to get James Brown music again. No one's going to do it. You know, he was the sole author of that. Prince. No one's going to do that, you know? And I always think to myself, wow, if there were like an office of immortality you could apply to, you go, my name is Prince Rogers Nelson, and I want to submit my work for you. And they would go, oh yeah. Boom. You're through for the next 1,000 years or something, you know?
But isn't that kind of the point though? Like, don't you look forward to being free from the physical element of expression and rejoin? I mean, theoretically rejoin.
You mean like go back to the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
I feel like once you get there, then what's left? What else is left? Just to continue expressing the same thing, or? Oh,
you mean? This is really fascinating, but I want to make sure I know what you're saying. You're say it again a little more explicitly.
Okay, so when I think of McCoy, I feel like he reached a level of pure expression, and I feel like when you've reached that level of pure expression, you either just keep expressing that purity, and then you wonder what's next, and the only thing that's next is to join purity itself.
Wow.
Know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just a continual cycle, even if it's immortality, the immortality in this conscious self.
Right. Wow.
Would, equate.
You're saying the side of your face is mashed up against the ceiling. You've gone as far as you can go, and that's very deep, man. That's That is beautiful. It's actually beautiful. I think about Bill Evans that way. I mean,
Yeah.
Bill Evans, it never. I mean, I hope this isn't taken the wrong way. There isn't necessarily. I mean, you could chart certain parts of his electric trio, or I mean his quartet, but for the most part, Bill Evans appears astounding musician.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a journey of evolution, just appears with pure perfection and continues to play with pure perfection even through his decline. So through his physical decline, you can go back to the late 70s and hear some of the best Bill Evans music. It doesn't necessarily, it's not like Miles Davis in the sense where he keeps peeling layers away. But that to me is also like, I'm just as intrigued by that. Like, I understand evolution. How does someone just appear whole cloth? It's like they're put here, man. It's like it's like a stocked pond. Someone drops that in, you know. Someone goes, Bill Evans has entered the game. Just, I mean, I would love to have heard how he played the piano 3 years in. It probably sounded like he did. Probably always sounded like. Did you always sound like you sound now to a certain extent when you picked up the drumsticks?
No, not at all. And just, you know, even talking more about what you were just talking about, what if immortality is the fact that you get a chance to start over, but you have to end one cycle to begin another one? And so
I have said before, you can get in a certain mood where, and I think playing music does this. You can. This is getting really deep now, which I like, but you could say, I can't wait to die and I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
You could say, I can't wait to die, come back, die, come back, die, come back, die, come back. And sometimes when I'm playing or when I'm writing, I get that excited. Yeah. Not in those words, but you can sometimes through music get that excited where you just sort of give into all of it. You know, you go, do with me what you will. I say, you look at the universe, you go, pay me what I'm worth. Tell me what you think I'm worth. Tell me where you want to go. But yeah, there is immortality, and there's certainly metaphoric immortality in being a musician. And I don't think, I mean, if you did a very quick thumbnail study of the music you listen to, what percentage of people have passed away in all of your sort of the last 5 years of your musical listening?
Oh man, at least 80%.
80%, but you don't think about it that way.
Yeah.
You don't think they're all current. You visit them like they're here.
It's like, there's nothing new and there's nothing old.